Oh, damn. Hi guys, Real Chris Gunter here. Thanks for tuning in. As you can see, I was playing Super Mario World on the SNES Classic, so I thought I would do a quick review. I grew up in the late 80s and early 1990s, so Nintendo and Super Nintendo, NES and SNES hold a special place in my heart. This is like the golden age, the holy grail of video games for people in my age group. So this brings back a lot of memories. I paid $79.99 for this. It was well worth it. It's probably the best $79, probably the best $80 I've ever spent in my life. Went up to Walmart at midnight to get it. It looks exactly just like the classic Super Nintendo, except it's quite a bit smaller. It fits inside this teeny tiny box here. It's very small. But it does have the classic controllers, which is great. So you feel like you're playing the original Super Nintendo. It's exceptional. It's a lot better than some of the copycats, I guess you could say, that have come out over the years. I have one of them right here actually. It's called the Retro Duo. It's decent, but because it plays Nintendo and Super Nintendo, NES and SNES games. As you can see, I was playing Balloon Fight there. But one of the biggest complaints about the Retro Duo that I have is that it has this controller. This controller sucks. It's really, really hard to maneuver using the joypad here. It's extremely difficult to duck when you're playing games like Contra, for example. It's almost impossible to do the second level on Contra on the NES version with this controller because it's nearly impossible to duck. It sucks. So one of the biggest praises I have about the SNES Classic is the fact that it has the original controller. It's great. It's just like playing your old video games in the 90s. It's awesome. The next thing I really like about it is the video game selection. It has an incredible selection of some of the great video games from our childhood. We've got Contra 3, which was awesome. I was a huge Contra fan growing up. Contra and Super C on NES as well. Donkey Kong Country, another classic. Final Fantasy, Kirby, Mega Man, Star Fox, Street Fighter 2, the good one, the one that matters. Castlevania, Ghouls and Ghosts, Mario Kart, Super Mario World, as I was playing there. It also has Super Metroid, Super Punch Out, great game right there. Yoshi's Island, The Legend of Zelda: A Link to the Past, which is my personal favorite video game of all time. This was well worth the $79.99 that I paid for it. If you have any doubt whatsoever as to whether or not you should buy this game, let me tell you, buy it. You won't regret it. As far as the $79.99 goes, just a couple of these, Super Mario World and A Legend of Zelda: A Link to the Past. I've seen A Link to the Past sold for $50 by itself. Same thing with Mario World. If you go to any used video game store, just to get these two games alone could run you around $100 if you get it for the regular SNES. So to get all of these games included, all on one system that works well, that's not going to malfunction and have glitches, and has the original controllers, believe me, you won't regret spending the money. Most of the games sold out opening night, whether it be at Walmart or Best Buy, GameStop, so on and so forth. Nintendo has said that they're going to come out with another SNES, ship more to America next year, so I'm sure a lot of people will be looking forward to that. They also announced they're going to be sending some more NES Classic Editions and an N64 Classic Edition. I think we all saw that coming, so that's great news. But point being, this game is awesome, or this SNES is awesome. I give it a 10 out of 10. If you're thinking about whether or not to buy it or not, it's a no-brainer. Be up at Walmart at midnight or Best Buy, whatever floats your boat, next year whenever Nintendo brings it back. Thanks guys for tuning in. Real Chris Gunter here. If you haven't subscribed yet, please hit the subscribe button. Follow me on other social media platforms, Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, all that good stuff. I'm out. Thanks.